Hey, good morning guys. As most of you know, we are really all about organic growing, living well, and using products that enhance our lives and make us more sustainable, and things that are good for us. One thing I want to show you guys today is how I make my own deodorant. A lot of the deodorants, antiperspirants that are out on the shelf today, there are a few natural ones that you can get, but they're really expensive. The other ones all have things like aluminum and other ingredients you can't even pronounce in them that have been proven to be bad for our health. Everything from Alzheimer's to lots of other diseases and disorders. So I'm going to show you a quick way that I make mine. I've been using this for almost a year now, and it's really simple to make, very inexpensive, and a lot of people will have these ingredients on hand in their home. So let's get started. So the ingredients for this homemade deodorant are really simple. I've got a little over half a cup of coconut oil, and a lot of people will find that baking powder or baking soda is really abrasive and really hard on their skin. For me, it really burns me. So I only use a tablespoon in my recipe, and also use organic non-GMO cornstarch. This is half a cup and half a cup of the coconut oil. You can add whatever scents you want. We use doTERRA oils, and one of them I like is cedarwood, so I'll use cedarwood and melaleuca, which is good for the skin, good for your immune system as well. So I'm going to use those two in making this deodorant. So the first step that I do is simply make the coconut oil very liquid. So I'm going to get this into its liquid form. It's half a cup of coconut oil, and we're going to get that melted down so that it is totally liquid. Then we'll mix in the other ingredients. So the coconut oil that we use, hopefully you can see this. This is an extra virgin coconut oil. It is cold pressed and unrefined. So both for cooking and things that we eat, and for our skincare products, that's the type that we use. So I've melted the oil, and it's nice and liquid now. And I've also let it cool so that I'm not actually cooking any of these ingredients. So it's really not hot anymore. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these dry ingredients in to the oil and stir it up. There are quite a few different recipes online for making your own homemade deodorant, and so I encourage you to look at those and see which one might work best for you. These are all organic, and again, they're just healthy for you. After this completely cools, it'll be the consistency of a deodorant that you're probably typically used to. If it's too liquid, you can simply add a little bit more cornstarch to it. If it's too liquid, you add some more of the dry ingredient to it. And if it's too dry, you can add a little bit more oil to it. Another ingredient that a lot of recipes will call for in making this is shea butter or beeswax. And I don't have any of those ingredients right now, so maybe sometime we'll make some with those. But you just want to stir this up, get all the clumps from the cornstarch and baking soda melted down. And again, you can use the baking soda depending on your skin sensitivity or not. I've done it both ways, with and without. If you don't use it, just add a little bit more cornstarch. Once this completely cools, and it will solidify just like a deodorant that we're used to. So then I'm going to put in about 15 to 20 drops of melaleuca. And a couple for good measure. And for men, I like to use the cedarwood natural oil. Ladies, you can use lavender, you can use whatever scent you want, lemon scents, orange. They have a lot of different flower scents in these oils, so just recommend using whatever scent you like. If you don't want to use the scents at all, you don't have to, but those are the ones that I like to use. So very liquid right now, and this one looks like I might need to add a little bit more cornstarch to it, but I'm going to go ahead and let it completely cool and solidify before I put it in whatever jar, whatever container you want to use. You can also buy the empty plastic typical deodorant stick forms and put it in those if you wanted to. So that is the process for how I make it. And again, I've been using it for just about a year, and it has always worked for me very well. Doesn't stain the clothing, and is very, very inexpensive. So I hope you find those tips helpful. See you on the next video.